Hello, Sunny Fit fam. My name is Coach James, and I am here today to take you through a full body intermediate barbell workout. Okay, so first, we're gonna start with a few bodyweight movements here so we get nice and mobile, and then we'll do probably the most efficient barbell workout you've ever completed in your life. Yes, I'm making that promise. So first things first, warm up. We're gonna go into overhead squat. So feet are gonna be shoulder width apart, toes pointed out slightly, arms up aligned with the ears, keeping the chest high. We're gonna sit down and back, pressing up through the heels, okay? I want you to go down as low as you comfortably can while keeping your torso upright. Keeping a slight bend in the knees at the top. Here we go, we're gonna go for another 10 seconds here, then we'll transition to warm up move 2. 2, 1, and done. Okay, now for the second warm up move, we're gonna hug ourselves, love ourselves, hands in tight. Slight bend in the knees, we're gonna hinge at the hips here. Okay, so I want you to imagine there's a wall behind you, okay? You're gonna keep a slight bend in your knees and you're gonna touch the imaginary wall. Okay, ready? And go. Want to make sure we keep the head above the hips at the bottom. We should feel a slight stretch in the back of the legs. Nothing in the lower back here. If we feel in the lower back, that probably means you're curving at the spine. Make sure we keep the back flat. Move at the hip. Okay, we're gonna go here for another 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and done. Okay, now we transition from there to the floor. We're gonna go into Spiderman with rotation. Okay, so we'll be down here, shoulders over the wrist. We're gonna go for 40 seconds. You shoot this leg up, reach for the sky, back down, step back. We'll switch sides. Okay, ready? We're starting 3, 2, and let's move. Big reach at the top. If you want to kick it up a notch, you can add a push-up in between each rotation. Doing your best to get your foot outside of your hand. We're gonna go here for another 12 seconds, keeping the hips down once we step back. We have another 10, 9, 2, and down. All right, now we're gonna transition into our barbell complex. Okay, so a barbell complex is a sequence of movement done with the barbell, okay, without putting the weight down. Okay, so once we grab this barbell, we're gonna hold on to it for all 5 exercises. Okay, so quick breakdown. First exercise we'll do a bent over row. So we'll hinge at the hips, butt to the back of the room, right? Remember that hip hinge we did in warm up? Okay, elbows tight to the body. We pull the bar towards the belly button, elbows towards the ceiling, okay? We go from there into an upright row. We stand tall, pulling elbows up towards the ceiling, chest up. Make sure we're not shrugging the shoulders, make sure we're relaxed at the shoulder. Okay, and then we transition from there into a shoulder press here. Slight bend in the knees, butt back. If you have a hard time with this one here, we can go into a stagger stance to make it a little bit easier on the core. Okay, from there, we go into a reverse lunge. We rack the weight. Okay, chest up. We sit down and back into our lunge. And we go non-alternating. So you go each leg, we'll go 8 for one side, then we'll switch. And from there, we go squat into a calf raise. So boom, down and then up. Okay, and then that will bring you back over, and that will be the complex. Okay, so for this, we want to work anywhere from 45 to 95 pounds. So we'll start with the bar. We'll do 4 rounds, and we'll add weight each round if we're feeling strong. If the bar is a big enough challenge, we'll stay there. Okay, so we're gonna get started here. We're gonna do 8 reps for everything, 60-second rest break at the end of the round. Here we go, Sunny fam. This is gonna challenge us mentally as we get deeper into the workout. Once again, we cannot put this bar down until we're done here with the circuit. Okay, we're starting off with the bent over rows, 8 reps. Ready, and let's go. Pulling the elbows to the back of the room, towards the ceiling. Exhale as we pull that weight up. I want you to give me a slight pause at the top of the row for me. Good. Now we transition. Once you get your 8, you go into your upright rows. Remember, you're standing tall, pulling the elbows up towards the ceiling. Elbows higher than the wrist at the top. Good. Once you get your 8 upright rows, you transition into your shoulder press here. Slight bend in the knees. Eight reps on everything. This is 6 for me. Once from there, we transition into our reverse lunge. Bring the weight to the back. 8 reps here. Remember, non-alternating. We do 8 all for one side. Keeping the upright torso. Pulling up through this front heel. That's 5. 6. And 8. Stand tall. Here we go. We're gonna switch sides now. Shake it out if needed. Getting 8 on the opposite leg. Here goes 5. Focus your eyes here if you have a hard time balancing. 7, one more. And good. Now we're transition from there into our squat with the calf raise. Feet shoulder width apart, toes out. Sit down and back in our squat. Up and transition straight into your calf raise. Imagine you're sitting down on an imaginary chair. Here goes 5. 6. 7. And 8. Good. And then safely, when you get in a stagger stance, press the weight back up and over, bring it down to the shoulders. Boom. And we'll place the weight down on the ground. And now we get to rest here for 60 seconds. Grab water if needed. This is also where you can decide to add weight, but you have to do it quickly. You have to do it quickly because once the 60 seconds are up, we're gonna get started. I may regret this, but I'm adding weight. Once again, I'd rather for you to start off too light, so if you are adding weight, add 5 to 10 pounds. If this is your first time doing it, it's better to start off too light than too heavy. Okay, we have another 20 seconds here left to rest. Then once again, we go bent over rows. Here, upright row, shoulder press, lunge, and squat. Okay, start to get ready here. Round 2, bent over rows in 3, 2, 1, and let's do it. Remember, give me that pause at the top. Exhale as we pull up. Controlling the way down. There goes 8. For me, we go into an upright row. We're standing tall. Once again, you're pulling with your elbows, not your hands here. If you pull, when you pull your hands will end up higher than your elbows. Pull with your elbows will be higher than your hands. Here we go, tight core, control the weight on the way down. And Good, now transition to my shoulder presses here. 8 reps, make sure you have a strong grip here. So this is where we get to that mental challenge. Your grip may start to fatigue here. If you need to take a break, you can take a break. There goes 5 for me. Remember, if you need it, you can go into that stagger stance. And then we transition into our reverse lunges. Also, if you feel like your grip's really starting to fail, feel free to go into a body weight version for this one. 8 reps here. Here we go. We're pushing through, we're pushing through. We came here to work today. This is 4, 5. And 8. Catch your breath, catch your breath. Inhale into the stomach. And now we switch sides. There goes 4. Stand upright, 5. Here we go, Sunny fam. We're almost there, we're almost there. And good. Catch your breath. Now we transition into the squat to calf raise. Chest up, feet shoulder width apart. When you're ready, you can go. That's 1, 2, 5, 6, 2 more here, 2 more. And good. Once again, take your time getting that stagger stance. Up and over. 60-second rest break here. That's fun. That is fun. Hydrate, hydrate here. So now you should be working up a sweat. Breath should be a little bit harder here. For something like this is less about a weight and more about tempo. So don't lift with ego here and try to load the barbell out. This works really well if you're limited on weights at home. If you only have a couple 10-pound plates, that's more than enough for a very effective and efficient workout here. I'll keep this weight here. We're gonna rest for another 10 seconds. This is round 3 of 4. Bent over rows, here we go. And moving. Make sure we don't let that bar pull the shoulders forward at the bottom. I know we're tired, but this is where form matters. That's 7, 8. And we transition to upright rows. Control, control, halfway point. There goes 5. Last rep right here. 8. Now we transition. Now for the shoulder press, if you start to get fatigued, we can turn this into a push press here too. Like so, and use the legs to help us get the weight up. Make sure we control the weight on the way down though. That's 6, 7, 8. Now we transition here to our reverse lunges. Hands in tight, elbows in tight, chest high. We get 8 here. Remember, focus those eyes. Mindful of the breath. That's 4, Here we go, Sunny fam. We're warriors, we're pushing through. And 8. Now we're switching sides, ready? And go. 2, 3. 6, last 2, last 2. Take your time, don't rush these reps here. And good. Squat to calf raise here, chest high. 8 reps coming, here we go. Halfway point, halfway point. Controlling the way down, drive up through the heels. Last rep here for me. Good. Once again, split stance. Make sure you have your breath. Up and over with the weight. Rest break. We get one more. Now you're at home probably saying, James, I thought this was going to be a barbell workout. Why does this feel like cardio? This is what we like to do cardio with weights here. So we're building the muscle, challenging our cardiovascular endurance. Now, after that, based on that last set, if that was really hard, feel free to go back down to the bar, or let's say if you're struggling with the reps, you don't have to get all 8, you can finish when I finish. So if once I'm at 8, you're at 4 or 5, no biggie, just be mindful of that. Keep note of that for after the workout, so the next time you come back, you can aim to beat it. Last round here. This is gonna be challenging, but we got this, Sunny fam. Here we go. Start off with those bent over rows again. Flat back, and let's go. 8 reps. Six. Make sure there's no body English here, only the arms, lifting the elbows. And good. That's 8. Upright rows. Make sure we control the weight when we lower it. Lifting with the elbows, that's the halfway point. Tight core here. Pulling the belly button in towards the spine. Last rep, last rep. Good, that's 8. Split stance. Clean the weight up. We go military press here. Remember, you can use the legs if you need to. There goes 6. 7, push through, we're almost there. 8. Now we transition to the lunges here. 8 reps here. Slow down that breath. Here we go, we're taking it 1 rep at a time. Try and make each rep our best rep here. I have 1 more, and good. Switching sides. Let's do this, let's finish strong. This is 5, 6, 7. Here we go, Sunny fam, last rep. And that's 8. Squat to calf raise now. 8 reps. Feet shoulder width apart, catch your breath if you need to. And let's do this. Halfway point. Last two here, last two. And good. Split stance. Get ready, tight core. Up and over. Keep the bar tight to the body. Whew. And that was your complex. I told you, most efficient, effective barbell workout you'll ever complete. The workout isn't over though. Now, the recovery process starts now. We're gonna go into our cool down. Okay, so we're gonna come down to the ground here. We're gonna come into a half kneeling position. Once you're upright, I want the head over the hips, hips over the knee. And for whichever knee you have down on the ground, I want you to squeeze that glute. And once again, we're focusing on our breath here. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Now, if we want a deeper stretch, we can go up and over with this hand, slight reach. And now let's switch sides. Same thing here. Step forward. Once again, head over the hip. Right, Sunny fam, we just did that. We just did that. So, if that was easy, we can go up with the arm. If that was easy, once again, normal weight for a circuit like that, depending on where you are fitness-wise, 45 pounds to 95 pounds. So that's either the bar up to adding 25 pounds to your bar. And good. Or you could also choose, if you want more of a cardio element, you can choose to do more rounds. So we did 4, a circuit like that, depending on how much time you have, anywhere from 3 to 8 is a good amount. Now from there, we're gonna transition. We're gonna go into a child's pose. So we're gonna reach forward with our hands here, butt near the heels. And now from here, we're gonna interlock the fingers behind the head, walk the elbows forward while keeping the hips back. Once you get as far as you can, hold it. Deep breaths here. Relax, relax, relax. We're gonna hold this here for another 10. Three, 2, and good. And now we'll slowly rise and we'll go into a shoulder stretch here. Okay, after those upright rows and shoulder press we did. So you're gonna grab one wrist. From here, I grab that wrist, pull, stand tall, chest high. If you want more of a stretch here, I'm pulling my right wrist. If you want more of a stretch, I can lower my left ear towards my left shoulder and hold that. Deep breaths, once again, filling up the stomach. We want efficient workouts. We want to make sure we make the most of our time, but we cannot, Sunny fam, skip this portion of the workout. Super important to make sure we recover properly and come back strong for the next time. Now we switch sides. Deep breaths here, deep breaths. We're gonna hold this here for another 10 seconds. And good. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. All right, Sunny fam. Once again, I wanna thank you for joining me today. My name is Coach James. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that, not only survived, but thrived doing this workout. And I look forward to seeing you again sometime soon. But before you go, virtual fist bump here. Boom. All right, have a good one. If you've enjoyed this workout, I invite you to follow me on the Sunny Fit app. There, you'll find more classes from me. I teach dumbbell strength, kettlebell strength, body weight strength, treadmill cardio workouts, and audio workouts. Yes, you get to listen to my voice. Plus, many more from all the Sunny trainers. If you haven't downloaded the Sunny Fit app yet, click the link in the description below. Let's get it.